Hey, what's happening? In this video, I'm going to share some high-level acquisition skills that can help you achieve more success with acquiring off-market properties directly from sellers. I'm Jeremy Beland, and if you don't know who I am, I've grown multiple seven-figure markets from scratch, and since 2017, I have successfully closed over 400 off-market deals. I specialize in teaching high-level acquisition skills that empower individuals to achieve remarkable success in acquiring off-market properties directly from sellers. How much can you make flipping real estate contracts? Well, guess what? You can make as much as you want. Yeah, literally as much as you want. Millions, millions and millions and millions of dollars flipping contracts. How cool is that? Now, you can make as little as $5,000 per deal, but you can make hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars flipping real estate contracts, depending on where you are and how good you are. Now, most people average somewhere between $5,000 and $20,000 per contract that they flip. That's like the average, right? But some people, when they get really good, they can make $40,000 per deal, $50,000 per deal. People in California, in those markets where real estate is super expensive, it's not uncommon for those people to make $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 or more per contract that they flip. So those people can flip, 4 to 10 deals a year and make $1 million. So how much can you make flipping real estate contracts? Millions, millions and millions and millions. Matter of fact, I have had markets in years that we've made over $1 million flipping real estate contracts. Some of our markets, some of our years will flip houses and wholesale and do all of it above. But we've had some years where we've done nothing but flip contracts and still have done over $1 million. My company now is approaching, $10 million in gross profits from acquiring off-market properties over the years. So you can make millions and millions of dollars. It's really awesome. So, what's really important here is understand that most people average $5,000 to $20,000 per real estate transaction. Most of us, when we get brand new to this industry, we only make a few thousand, $5,000 per deal until we get more experience and get more skilled at acquiring off-market properties and really working on acquisition skills. But as you continue to get more experience and do more deals and get better, that $5,000 average will get to be about $20,000 an average, right? So you can actually make more money per deal just from getting better over time. Your first year is going to be your hardest. You're not going to probably do a ton, but that first year is building the foundation of something great. And then the years to come will be the ones that you can make millions of dollars. And honestly, in 3 to 5 years in this business, you could become a millionaire flipping contracts if you get really good at it. And that's no joke. You can literally do it in 3 to 5 years. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme, but it's get rich pretty quick, in my opinion. Where else can you go in 3 to 5 years, logistically become a millionaire? Can't think of many other places you can do that. Now, this isn't easy. It's not easy to flip contracts. It's not hard to flip contracts. It's easy enough where anybody can do it, but it's hard enough where most people won't, right? I'm going to give you an analogy of what it's really like. Most people, when they go into the New Year's and they have a resolution to quit smoking, quit drinking, go to the gym, right? Many of us, if you've been to the gym, what is it like those first few weeks of January? It's crazy, right? Everybody, this is the year I'm going to get into the best shape of my life. And what happens come February? Most of them are gone, right? So going to the gym and learning how to exercise and putting in the effort is easy enough where anybody really can learn how to do it. But it's hard enough that most people won't stay consistent with it. That's why many people will never become a millionaire flipping contracts in real estate. But you will be, right? Because you have what it takes. You will work hard and you will stay consistent and you will not give up. And then that's how you will become a millionaire flipping real estate contracts. So one of the things you have to do, though, is generate leads. You have to learn how marketing works, right? If you watch some of my other YouTube videos, we talk about how to generate leads from other marketing channels, right? There's various ways of finding distressed sellers to then put the house under contract so you can flip that contract to an end buyer. But you have to get really good at finding those properties. And then you have to generate many leads every single month. Now, you don't want to have too many leads, because if you have too many leads, you won't be able to handle it all and you spend a lot of money and you waste a lot of money. But if you have too little leads, then you really won't generate enough deals to really hit big numbers, right? So if you really want to start making a lot of money in real estate, flipping contracts, the key is to get leads every single month. Find marketing channels to generate leads every single month. And then here's the skill set that everybody overlooks. It's your acquisition skill set. You have to get really, really good at working and talking with distressed sellers. These distressed sellers, a lot of times, are irrational, emotional, and fear, habitual procrastinators. It takes an experienced skill set to navigate their emotions, to navigate them being habitual procrastinators, right? You think they're motivated to sell the house because the world is collapsing around them. Well, yeah, that makes sense. But a lot of times they hide under a rock and hope that it goes away. That's how they got into these situations to begin with. They're not making logical choices, right? They're making irrational choices, sometimes fear-based choices, and hoping that if they hide under a rock, it all goes away, or they kick the can down the road, right? And even though they have somebody like you, a friend of them saying, hey, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you get out of this situation. I'm going to put money in your pocket. I'm going to make all these problems go away. Doesn't mean they're still going to want to move forward with you. They may, but they may be reluctant. You may have to figure out how to make them move without upsetting them and getting them to the closing table. In this industry, it's one thing to get a property under contract. It's another one to get it to the closing table. That is a real challenge. So, the reason why I've been very successful in flipping real estate contracts, and why my companies have been very successful flipping real estate contracts, and why my acquisition guys are, is because we have been, since day one of my journey, and since I've hired my team, all in on getting better at our acquisition skills. We spend a ton of money, time, and effort getting better every single day at our acquisition skills. And that's why we can do millions of dollars a year. And that's why in our coaching program, we really focus on those high-level acquisition skills, because that's where the money is made in this business. And I'll give you examples why, right? So most people in this industry will take about 60 leads to generate one deal, right? So the average person that is newer in this industry, that doesn't have a lot of experience or a lot of acquisition skills, has to generate 60 leads to create one deal. And if they're lucky, they get $20,000 off that deal. But most of them will only make $5,000 to $10,000 off those 60 leads, right? My acquisition guys are so good that not only will they not make $5,000 to $10,000 per that deal, they will actually make $30,000 to $40,000 per deal. So if you're not that good at acquisition skills, you're going to take 60 leads and you're going to generate $10,000 at best, right? My guys, because we're so skilled at acquisitions, we're going to take that one deal and we're going to make $40,000. So we're already making $30,000 more than you per deal. But it doesn't stop there. Now, taking those leads, right? And all marketing channels generate leads, and some marketing channels are better than others. But it's a skill set that it takes of the conversion ratio of 60 leads to as many deals as possible. So again, somebody who doesn't have a lot of experience is going to take 60 leads, they're going to do one deal. My guys, my team, and my high-level students in my coaching program can actually take those 60 leads and do 3 deals. And not only am I doing 3 deals opposed to that other person's 1, but I'm not making $10,000 per deal. I'm making 40. So you could take 60 leads and generate $10,000. I can take 60 leads and I can generate $90,000 to $120,000. Do you see the difference there? That's what it takes to make big money in this business, right? I don't necessarily have to do more deals. I just know how to make more money out of each deal. And I know how to do more deals with the same amount of leads. So again, I could spend X amount to generate 60 leads per month, but then we can convert them to 3 deals. Pretty awesome, huh? So that's why it's really important to continuously learn to get better at your your acquisition skills. I can't reiterate that enough. Be a habitual student on getting better on that. Everything you do, listen to YouTube videos, read books, get coaching, listen to podcasts, whatever it takes. Get better, get better, get better. Also, take Massive Perfect in action and learn from your mistakes. Every time you come out of a deal, what could you do better, right? Learn, learn, learn. The other thing is not being a CBE. What is a CBE, you ask? Great question. That is a cash buyer employee. Many wholesalers who flip real estate contracts only work with a small amount of cash buyers. They may have one or just a half dozen to a dozen. And what happens then is they're making themselves an employee of that person. So in this example, I, Jeremy the home buyer, go get a contract at 123 Main Street for $100,000. I only have 6 cash buyers that I work with. I go to all 6 cash buyers and I say, I want $20,000 assignment for this. They say, no, I'm only going to give you 15. 4 of those guys say, I can't buy it right now because I have other projects going on. Leaves you with 2. And out of the 2, one person says, I don't like that side of town. That project isn't for me. I'll wait until the next contract. Next one you get, come by and see me. The other one says, well, I guess I'm the only one left, right? I ain't paying you $20,000. I'm going to pay you 10. And then your negotiation back and forth to try to get as much money out of an assignment contract with that person as you can. That's no way to be a business, because then you're the cash buyer employee, right? You're negotiating and working really hard to get these properties under contract. You want to sell them for as much as possible. If you don't have a lot of cash buyers, they're going to nickel and dime you like crazy. They don't understand your value. Matter of fact, they don't even see you as value at all. So you need to have a lot of cash buyers. If you watch other YouTube videos that I've done, I've talked about how to build your cash buyers list. And this is what's really important. The more the wholesalers that have the most cash buyers win in this industry. You should have a minimum, and I'm talking minimum of 150 cash buyers on your list before you do your first deal. And I don't want you to just have hundreds. I want you to have thousands and thousands, right? The more cash buyers you have, the better. Because what we do is we have our cash buyers compete over our contracts. So I take that contract, $100,000, and I say, hey, cash buyers, guess what? Start bidding. You tell me how much you're going to pay me. I don't make $20,000. They're going to pay me $40,000 because they want those contracts. And if 20 of them don't, there's 20 more that do. And if there's 20 that don't want it, and 20 that are tied up in other contracts, and 20 that don't like that side of town, and 20 that only want multifamilies, 20 that only want red houses, and this is a black house, whatever the case is, it doesn't matter. I have so many cash buyers on my list that there's going to be a large amount of cash buyers that want it. And they're going to compete over it because they can't find deals. I can. I'm the expert at finding deals. They just want the houses to flip or to buy as rental properties. But they're going to have to pay top dollar for me to get it. And that's why it's important not to be a CBE. Don't be a CBE. Build your cash buyers list. Have as many cash buyers as possible. The more cash buyers you have, the better. So that's it, guys. You want to know how much money you can make flipping real estate contracts? Well, the answer is as much as you possibly can make, and millions. The better you get in this industry, and the more time you're in it, the more money you will make. You can start making $1 million in a few years working part-time from home. You can scale a business where you do millions of dollars a year and you don't even work. It's up to you. The choices are endless. The opportunity is endless. But you can literally make millions of dollars working part-time flipping real estate contracts once you get really good. Again, it's not going to be easy. Like I said, right? It's not easy going to the gym every day to lose weight in January. But the longer you stick with it, the better shape you'll get in, the better you'll get in this business. If you can make it a solid year, work your butt off for that entire year and just give up things like, hanging out with friends, playing video games, working weekends, you work nights, you get up early, you work during your lunch hour, whatever it takes, knowing that I am fully committed, 24/7 grind, baby, for a full year, then that foundation of that year will build big momentum going into year 2. And then you will start to see life-changing revenue and wealth come into your life. But you have to be committed for a year. That's the minimum of what it's going to take to do something really, really special. And I hope that happens to you. Wow, what a great video. So that's it for this video. If you found this information valuable, make sure to subscribe for more insightful content just like this. And if you're looking to take your off-market property acquisitions to the next level, well, I invite you to check out the link in the description. It's a valuable resource where I share how my coaching program can help you master these skills and achieve exceptional results in your real estate journey. Feel free to explore it, and if you're interested in joining me on this journey to achieving REI freedom.